Welcome back for another episode of the Busa Secret Show. Maybe let me play a trailer before we start. How's it going, everyone? Yep. I think when you pop in, right, from now on, every time you pop in, there's gonna be like a comment, right, a pin comment whereby it says "Help Malaysia." That's right. We actually have the stars function. This year, I'm feeling like there's flood going on, there's pandemic going on, there's people not getting enough money, and I feel like I want to donate something, and I want to make this into like a team activity. So if you send stars, I'm gonna match it, right? Stars cost you money. So let's say if you send 4 ringgit, I'm gonna match it 4 ringgit and we're gonna donate 8 ringgit, right? And of course, I will be asking you what are the good charitable organization that we should be donating to. We target to donate 20,000 by July. Okay, so if you like my sharing, you can donate, right, to this charity or whatever, right? But it's 100% optional, right? You won't get special treatment for donating or etc. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and start today's sharing, right? I think today is a special market, right? How's your portfolio doing, guys? Maybe you can comment something. Red, green, very happy. I mean, like, I'm sure there is a group of people that is super happy with the stocks one, because if you own any of the glove stock, wow, you fly to the moon, man. 7% up, 4% up. If you all in stock, in glove stocks, today you probably up 5% your entire portfolio. But if you didn't buy the glove stocks, you probably is in red, because there's only 228 counter that is green. The rest is all red. So if you are green, you probably bought the glove stocks, right? What else is the green one, right? Even there is one company, Asia Bio, right? Asia Bio, the one that we came to our Busa Secret Show. They announced vaccine, share price also drop. Vaccine also cannot help, Wow, tech counters also drop. Furniture, furniture drop even, pun very jalat, no? Oil also drop. Basically, all the counter in my portfolio drop. I don't know which one go up, right? The one that go up is what counter also, I don't know. Only glove related counters only, the one that go up, right? Today, Solution wholesaler, is it? Let's have a look. Solution also announced vaccine, man. Bio Alpha, I know lah, got vaccine news, but nobody want to goreng or what. Private vaccine deals and unknown. Wow, this one is not even announcement, no. This one is I don't know what's that, Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Chuan Hun Lao. Good evening, Phyllis. Vaccine. Okay. Market so sensitive. Hatta profit after tax 1 billion. Nicholas Lau say Hatta profit after tax 1 billion. Yep, very impressive, man. 3 months make 1 billion. Wow, the whole world is like that. But also you need to realize, the market cap is actually 44 billion. So if they make like 5 or 6 billion, then the P ratio is around 8, which is fair if they can continue to have this kind of earning, which I won't talk about, this question again, because half of the people will say, actually more than half of the people will say it's cheap, right? A minority of the people will say, actually after, this year, right, when vaccine already out, right? US already 70 million people vaccinated, right? So progress is being made, and every day there's about 6 or 7 million people vaccinated. So right now, even though it looks serious, but maybe in few months' time, 3 or 6 months, suddenly, we are not in a hurry to, for COVID, all these things can be over, right? Can be over. That one is Belakang Mari Bio Alpha. Yeah, Belakang Mari. But then the share price also actually drop instead of go up, Who here bought in a lot of glove stock one? Type in me, right? Me, like super happy. Type in like me. Wow. today is a good day, right? Finally, ini kali lah, it's time to break the resistance and start to go up, right? This is the final rally before I zao low, right? Before I sell and I secure my profit, right? Who's like that? Type in me, right? So I personally don't have much, I actually don't have any glove stocks in my portfolio, right? I'm very, very naughty, man, damn naughty, right? Everybody say, even I think like one of the investment banks say, everybody should have a little bit of glove stock in their portfolio, but I'm like, a little bit also I don't want, right? Yeah, very naughty, right? And that's why I miss out on so many things. And I'm still very stubborn, like I'm still betting on recovery stocks, right? You see the stocks that I buy, for example, maybe like I bought into Penta, but Hong Kong one is considered recovery, even though it's tech, is considered recovery because they couldn't go and install their equipment, all this due to travel restriction. What else? I bought into like some oil and gas counter like Hibiscus, right? I bought into property counter some more. Wow, they want even longer. So I'm like damn stubborn, man. I don't want to go with the trend. I want to go against the trend. Short term wise gonna look ugly lah, but one thing, I read a news recently, right? Johnson and Johnson, right? You guys know Johnson and Johnson, the baby powder, right? Johnson and Johnson, right? Yeah, Johnson Johnson, they are also doing vaccine, and this vaccine is very special, because you see Moderna and Pfizer is very effective, but you need 2 doses, you need to muscle 2 doses. That's number one. Number two is actually, I think one of it, Pfizer, if not mistaken, need to be kept at very, very low temperature. So it's not so practical lah, right? Most of us, how many of you like really go and shoot 2 dose one, right? Like if you take vaccine, you remember to go back for another one. A lot of people will actually miss it. But this Johnson & Johnson, if approved, 1 single dose, one time team, and is no need low temperature and is super, super cheap. Super, super cheap. And there's 1 billion capacity. So this is a game changer, I see. If Sui being approved, I think, right? I think it's gonna be a, something that may change the narrative, right? Change the narrative. Yeah. Johnson & Johnson, yeah, as a long-term counter, can have a look. But it may be boring. The growth is a bit stagnant, right? Even if they come out this vaccine also, it won't give them much growth because they're already very big, right? But it's very stable, right? But I personally, won't buy it just because of this vaccine story, especially not for long term, right? But interesting, they are doing like cancer research, right? They are researching into a new type of, Panadol or something like that. Johnson & Johnson long-term give cancer long run. Yes, the baby powder. There is some issue about that, the powder, and that's why they already take it out from the market. Because there's asbestos inside, I think. Focus on tech, okay? Nasdaq releasing report soon. All tech is moving north. Yes, right? About 30% of my portfolio, 30 or 40% of my portfolio is in Facebook, right? And also Alibaba. So that's very interesting. I've made like about $7,000 from there in this month alone because I bought the dip, right? When Mr. Ma got missing, right? The stock dropped, buy it, then suddenly come out. Very funny one, stock market, right? What kind of things also can happen? Most important is, do you know the strategy, right? And that's what I want to talk about today as well. Your strategy, right? What's your strategy, guys? Today market so red. What's your strategy? How many of you feel like stuck? Type in S if you feel stuck. Okay, you bought in. Wow, you bought in thinking it's at support. Once you buy, right, break support, drop further. Like NTPM, right? Some people, when I talk about it, 50 something cent, 60 cent, don't want to buy, right? Wait for the share price go until 80 something cent. Also don't want to buy because too high. But it drop a bit to 70 something cent. You go and buy, gonna stuck a day now. Drop until 60 something cent now, 65 cents, 66 cents, right? So stuck, right? You thought it's support, then break, right? Today break another support, this NTPM. But I got buy I got buy further today, right? So how many of you think that today is a good opportunity that you bought a lot of stock? Type in B, right? You don't feel stuck. You feel like, wow, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Type in B, right? I've been waiting for stock to drop because it go up. I sold, take profit a bit. I got cash, don't know what to do. But today I bought, half. Today got people sell half recovery stock, hold half in glove. Oh, that means you sold a lot of stock today lah, because you scared, that it will drop further. I mean, it's fine, right? The market is reacting sort of like MCO, the tightening of MCO is happening, right? Do you realize, right? Glove stock go up, all the other stock that retail, the retail will die jialat lah. Let's see, Genting, pharmacy, Genting, Padini, I see whether they are doing well or not. Wow, Asia dropped 7% today. Okay, let's see. Padini dropped 3%. Okay, ma. Right? For me, today, if you ask me, I may be wrong. Okay, you guys want to hear my opinion on the market, right? My opinion. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. But you want to hear my opinion? If you want to hear my opinion, you type in O. If you want to hear my opinion. Nicholas Lau say KLCI chart seems not good, right? So there are many people have different opinion. So if you want to hear my opinion on the general market as a whole and whether there will be a big crash coming like the March one, you type in O, right? Vincent Chia say MCO 3.0 coming. Let's gossip about that, right? I'm not in government. I don't have any special news. No, nothing, right? So I'll just share my opinion whether is it possible to have really MCO 3.0? That's number one. Number two is actually what I think the market will react, right? CMB dropped 14%, really or not? Let me check first. CMB dropped 14% today. No lah. Okay. I share with you, I personally think, right, MCO 3.0 is unlikely lah. Okay. Because I see this current government, right, what they are doing is they are also worried about the economic impact. Okay, especially the finance minister is CIMB one, Finance minister used to be from CIMB. You imagine, would he want to do MCO 3.0? You know how many business now is struggling to survive a day? Don't say got this CMCO. Before this CMCO, like in November, December, also many business want to die a day almost. Type in yes if you agree. Even restaurant also cannot make back the previous profit. Maybe still burn money. Those that make money is still trying to cover the lubang in like March, April, May, Right? Construction also, many delay, right? The job being delayed, right? Cannot receive the payment, things, progress not being done, how to build a client also don't want to pay you yet, right? People want to make investment, want to buy property or what, cannot go and view, cannot site visit, right? Already very weak, the economy already very weak. You see the public listed company that is doing okay, it's all doing export business one. You see the furniture doing export one. Steel. What's the problem with steel? I think steel go up in price is because the tariff, I think. They put in some policy, right? The tariff. It's not because the economy very well or what. So if you look at furniture counter, the hot one, export, right? If you look at the tech one, right? These are also because they catch on the trend, online trend, EV trend. You say the majority of the traditional business in Malaysia all gonna affect lah. It's a small minority of industry like the tech one, semicon, right? Or maybe export furniture, because the trend one, like work from home one, those one that catch on the trend, they are able to sustain and maybe increase their profit a little bit. But the rest all traditional business, whether you are in other market, if it's really being affected one. Even Takafu also being affected. Right? Takafu also affected. Now, you will also see, let's say in your Facebook, you see people like real estate agent, insurance agent, unit trust agent, break record, all-time high, make a lot of money. that is the exception because they eat their colleagues' business they know how to do online, they know how to take care of this situation, tackle it. But the rest as a whole actually very weak. Tapi agree if you agree, right? Yeah. Purchasing power also very weak, correct? I've got a few people come and tell me they got financial problem that I never expect they will have a financial problem. People getting retrenched, right? Now, last time the MCO 1.0, that time still okay. Never worked at all 3 months. Okay, got saving right? Got saving Saving use up already the 3-4 months, right? And here meet a bit, there meet a bit. Really MCO 3.0 come everybody sit at home You think people still have saving Nobody will expect you will have one after another one, this kind of emergency situation. We expect one emergency situation. No? After one, then few months later, another one. Need time to build up one. So government will take that into account. For me, if I see MCO 3.0 happen, die already. Really many people die already. I really cannot imagine. MCO 3.0, okay, that's the collapse. Now it's like limping, Now it's like gonna stroke a bit. Gonna stroke like halfway, halfway. Still can move, right? Just very slow and a bit like impaired. But you MCO 3.0 directly mati lo. Agree? Want to take loan, already take loan. Want to borrow money, already borrow one. Those people that are struggling, whatever they can do, they already do. You sekali impact again, you directly let them die. Whatever business struggling, you directly let them die. Many people considering to close down a day. So you announce MCO 3.0, they say, I just give up. Right? So a lot of things will happen. Right? Kevin Chan say, which is more important, life or money? No money, also no life. The problem is, you understand or not? Right? And I think the government, it really depends. Right? I think the government is really depends. Depends on what? You see, now they really want to tighten it because last time they can still play the fool, right? They can still play the fool. Mind, play the fool like that. Because people kena, just masuk hospital but now hospital not enough bed. That means if you kena, the service and the care you get is gonna be lower quality. So when you kena COVID, your chances of dying is higher because you don't get as good quality care like last time already. Understand? So that's why they are more careful. I tell you right now, the situation is this, we already got the vaccine secure. Vaccine already out. Just that before time, we need to, people shot the vaccine. It will take probably 12 to 18 months. The thing is, how can we control the damage in these 12 to 18 months while people are getting vaccinated so that we can minimize the amount of people that die, right? So that is the big issue, the big question. And the way I see it, unlikely very highly unlikely to have a big scale MCO. Yeah, one person bring out a good point, okay? Don't judge me on this point, okay? Don't judge me on this point, okay? I want to comment a little bit on this. So every day you guys see like 4,000 case, right? Type in yes if you agree, like, wow, very scary, 4,000 case, 4,000 case. If you look at the minute detail, right, what they mention, what they elaborate about the 4,000 case, most of these cases actually come from the construction site. Actually, it's a story construction site, and then the worker space, that's how they found out the worker space is like not good because everybody packed into the same worker space, and then the toilet condition, all this. You know how the scandal come about, right? Because from this, they look at the worker space, then after that, they found out a lot of cases, and that's how it become a global scandal, right? So all the big cases, most of it come from there one. But of course, if a lot of foreign worker kena, right, when they go out buy stuff also, or go out interact with other people, also will spread right? But a lot of it is from factory and worker cases, all this, right? Now the good thing is, right? The good thing is, people that kena already won't kena again, right? And the high risk people all kena already, the immune already right? So I see the silver lining behind this. This thing will be over soon. Few months, right? I foresee in, from August to November, suddenly you see very, big impact. August to November, suddenly people realize, oh, this thing will be over soon, something like that, right? Even though from February, March onward, people will start to vaccinate, but I think very little people. But from September to November, you start to see like a lot of people get vaccinated a day, then life starting to become more normal, starting only. But I think CMCO will still be around until 2022, like that. But maybe, you can fly here, there, like that, like the last year punya CMCO. Lo. So that's what I'm thinking, right? Right now, maybe they tighten up SOP only, right? So that's what I say, right? Yeah, many people, if economy not good, really, maybe they may be more suicide one. So you don't die from COVID, you may die from suicide, right? And so you guys, if you want to donate money, right, you donate, right? You can donate stars. If you are fortunate, if you struggle, also no need to donate. But if you make a lot of money from stocks, or you happen to be on online business or in trend business, you get promotion bonus last year, you can donate some stars to me. I'm gonna match it. We donate 20,000 first. If it's good result, I'm gonna donate even more. Okay. I also one of the fortunate one. So the problem is most people kena and they don't know. Yeah, that's also true, right? Until people wear mask. Yeah, correct. Now MCO 2.0 still see many cars on the road. I mean, the government also, they are also dilemma, They don't want you to not go out, but they also want you to not spread the virus. You get what I mean? Yeah. David say many people spending money like no tomorrow. Kenapa macam ni, right? This may be the people that make money from stocks, or their business is in trend punya business, right? Other than that, I see a lot of people actually struggle, right? Struggle, right? Right hand hold recovery stock, left hand hold healthcare stock. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to talk about the comment session first. I want to talk about the second point, right? Which is the share market. First of all, we talk about MCO. Now let me talk about the opinion on how today is it the start of a new story. I personally don't think so. Okay, I share with you my opinion. I can be wrong one, and I'll look so stupid, and this is recorded, right? But I just want to share with you, take the risk. Now, you see, last year, March, there is this super huge drop, right? And then after that, a super huge increase. Why is it like that? It's all because of federal interest. Federal interest rate, number one. Number two is the QE, quantitative easing. Type in FED, right? People worry that there's not enough liquidity, not enough money going around. This problem is no longer existing because globally, the whole world, they are printing money like crazy now, right? They are giving out stimulus. They are raising their debt level. Government is giving out stimulus. The whole world except China, is doing that. So if you ask me, from there, maybe one idea is, seems like renminbi will be strong, something like that. But, they may also artificially, I don't want to talk about that. That one is Donald Trump and Xi Jinping story. So the whole world is doing that. So you don't need to worry about liquidity, Eddie. And when there is a lot of liquidity, a lot of money in the market circulation, the total money supply increased by 25%, it will go into stocks, because no matter what, stocks still have return, right? Don't say those really cannot make it one. Those that can make it one will go higher one, right? Even if the performance is the same as the past. Let's say last time make 10 million, but share price is 200 million. Now still make 10 million, but share price will be 250 or 300 million. So you need to get this understanding in first, right? And that is a very major trend. This move will probably last the market rally for a few years, 3 years, 5 years, right? For it's gonna bring the whole, stocks bull run, then after property bull run, then inflation. You're gonna see the same thing repeat since 2018 until 2015. The same cycle, the same story will happen. Then it's gonna peak. Then the next thing will happen, right? They're gonna increase interest rate, then blah blah blah. So the general big trend, I don't think it has changed. And actually, US opened up today, lah, right? US opened up today. Just that Malaysia is the only one that is bearish. So you can see the overall share market is up one. Just Malaysia worry about the MCO 3.0, which a lot of people here don't think so. Yeah, you guys don't agree that it's gonna happen, right? So I see maybe this situation will last 1 or 2 weeks, right? 1 or 2 weeks at most, right? 1 or 2 weeks the market, right? At most, that's what I think, right? Especially if there is a new vaccine like Johnson & Johnson being announced, right? Maybe that will be the end. Even if right now it's a start of bear market, maybe in a week time, that Johnson & Johnson punya vaccine may be the stimulus to reverse the market. Don't know, right? That's what I think, right? Because this Johnson & Johnson vaccine, nobody talking about it yet. It's not popular yet. So it still haven't been priced in yet, right? So that's what I'm thinking. And what do you guys think? Do you agree that this situation? Nobody know one, just guess only. Do you think if you think that this today drop is a 1 day drop of or temporarily few days drop, type in A. If you think it's the start of a like super big drop, you type in B, right? Type in B. And one thing is, depending on what stock you buy, some of it is really damn cheap already. Like right now itself is already very cheap, right? You drop more, okay, good. You need to have strategy, got strategy, buy more, right? So it depends on your strategy, If you think this is gonna be like the start of a bear market, like really gonna like drop, then you type in B, okay? I am more towards A, So that's why today I bought in a lot, Today I bought in. I think today I spent like 70,000 ringgit on stocks. I just bought 70,000 ringgit worth of stock today. If it drop more, I still have a lot of bullet, right? But today is a good day for me to add, so I added a lot, right? I added like NTPM today. I added also to another property counter, right? So I added, these stocks, yeah, right? While waiting to recover. I mean, like honestly, if the NTPM go back to my initial purchase price, it will be like really illogical if I don't add more or if I don't buy more, right? Before all these things is happening. So that's what I want to share. And yeah. Also, one stock that I found interesting is AirAsia. AirAsia actually dropped until almost to the lowest since like not really. Actually, November it got dropped until 50 cents. I didn't know that, November it got dropped until 50 cents. Okay, wow, impressive. So Asia is a stock. I want to talk about Asia, can or not? Type in C if you think I can talk about Asia. Because what you guys want to know, you can ask. But I want to talk about Asia. Asia very interesting, Like Asia is the sexy stock to buy when there is a recovery. Like real, like MCO over, COVID over. Asia is the sexiest stock in the market. If you agree one, you type in Y. If you agree, Asia gonna be the sexiest stock when the COVID is over, you type in Y. It's gonna be like the new glove stock. Everybody gonna talk about reopening stock. Everybody gonna talk about, you go buy Asia or not? See, I buy Asia, Warren, how much I make? Yeah. So I personally see this Asia as a very interesting counter, but I don't dare to buy yet, right? Because I don't know when, it's very uncertain, this Malaysia punya situation on the COVID, right? Asia did a private placement, right? They sell additional 20% of the share, to get about how much? Wow. They say they need 2 to 2.5 billion to last them until financial year 2021 end, right? And right now they have 1.2 billion, right? And they are thinking, and trying ways to last until end of 2021, which is when, end of 2021 financial year, 2021, which is end of this year. So even if after their fundraising, they may just have enough to last until end of this year, end of this year, like 2021, right? So if COVID is not over by then, which looking at Malaysia trend, the global trend, a bit difficult, they may need another round. I don't know, right? Maybe they need another round. If they still cannot make profit by then, right? Then it's a bit, maybe then the share price may not be as nice, right? So very uncertain, right? But what I can say is, at the right price, it's gonna be an interesting opportunity. It's like, but you need to treat it a bit more like a lottery, right? Like a lottery. If you kena, you may make like triple your money. If you tak kena, you may lose everything. Something like that one, right? So that's a very interesting game. So that's one that I was discussing with my friend, right? Yeah. Desmond Chu say, what do you think about D&O? I mean, if D&O drop another 30%, I confirm masuk already. Go back to below 2, right? If 160, 180, I confirm masuk already on D&O. Okay? So that's what I think about D&O, right? But at the current price, I mean, it also didn't drop a lot, drop a little bit. It has been staying there, not much momentum, right? The reason, I mean, maybe you missed the D&O sharing that we did, no recording, because D&O, the reason why it can go up so much is because the future earnings, right? Future earnings for 1-2 year, the growth is almost can say secure, and they will have very interesting growth in the next 1-2 year. A lot of the Mercedes cars, all these use their LED. The Tesla also, a lot of it is using their stuff, right? They sign contract maybe with Tesla. I don't know, right? Whether this is official announcement or not, just a guessing lah. So yeah, how about PIE? PIE also, you guys can check out StockBit, right? There are discussion of PIE. I think they got Nintendo contract. All this already signed contract one, right? You should not worry too much lah, right? As long as no MCO 3.0 where even the manufacturing need to stop. Not logic lah. Not logic lah, okay? It's a bit not logic for the government to do MCO 3.0, especially on manufacturing side, okay? I'm going to say something that people hate lah. This government, right? The government, they want to, at the end of the day, people is selfish one. So if they see most of the people that kena is not Malaysian, and in order to stop this thing, it's going to bring big economic impact to Malaysia, they're going to think like really it's a very tough decision for them to make. If you understand what I mean, you type in yes, right? So that's what I can share, right? All the facts. So how do you like today's sharing? Enjoy it, right? Yeah. So I am looking forward to the performance of market this week or maybe next week. But to be honest, even my bullet also is a bit limited already, right? If it drop more like 20-30%, I probably have one or two more chance to muscle. Then after that, I put like you already stuck already, right? But it's all probability, That's why we say strategy, right? Strategy, right? You have your long-term stock, short-term stock. Some people like to do hedging, right? Some people, have their own market that they like to focus on. Some people only buy glove stocks, right? That's why they watch very carefully. They analyze a lot of things. Some people is TA based, right? So they just look at TA, don't care the news one because they say everything's been priced in. So what is you, right? If you look at my strategy, right, I'm focusing mainly on recovery stocks because I know one thing I know for sure is going to happen. This pandemic confirm over one. If you are sure one, you type in Y, right? If you are sure, you type in Y. This pandemic confirm over, you type in Y. Okay, if you are sure, right? Vaccine also out already, The supply also everybody can get. Already 70 million people vaccinated just in the current global, right? Haven't included the data from China, all this, right? It's a matter of time. Okay, you say late 2022, okay or not? Right? 2022, 2 years, right? Now let's say you buy recovery stock, you may need to wait 2 years. If 2 years the stock go up 50%, logic or not? no problem one, ma. If the a lot of the counter drop so much when they recover, no problem one, right? So 2 years make 50% for sure. You dare to buy or not? If that's what you think will recover and go up 50%. 2 years, everything you buy is recovery, and 2 years you make about 50% to 100% return. You happy or not? If you're happy, then at least this one sector now you're buying low, and it's about waiting 2 years, right? Rather than go and chase the high, you go and chase the high of maybe you chase the high, the tech counter so high that you go and chase, but you don't know how long this trend will last, right? The other one, the trend is just a matter of time before it comes. So if you have the patience, right, making 20%, 40% a year is a possible thing, right? Type in 1 if you agree. That's your advantage, because most people are not willing to hold on to these recovery stocks because they want to see short-term profit. But you're willing to forego short-term profit for long-term big gain and secure gain in a way we think is secure, because it's likely to happen. Then that is your advantage in the market. Understand? Roy Lim say new virus emerge. Past 50, 60 years, no such pandemic. In 100 years, only this one pandemic happened, right? So ngame, 2, 3 years, one pandemic, one new pandemic, right? It's a bit, if you want to say like that, then investing very difficult, you understand, right? What also got risk, right? Meteor can come and hit everybody, die tomorrow, There is also the risk, right? Or maybe, I don't know, there's so many kind of risks. The very improbable one, we don't talk about it, right? So NTPM, okay, NTPM, the thing, a lot of people say NTPM, the problem is the pulp price going up a lot. But actually, RHB recently got do investor briefing, share about NTPM, right? The pulp price going a lot, actually not just a pulp price. You look at the freight cost. You guys know what is freight cost? Nowadays, container, anybody in logistic one, I think you guys know. Container right now is in very high demand and not enough supply. Okay? Because people are trying to ship things across, and everybody is looking to rent the container. So the freight cost actually shoot up like really, really a lot, right? If you know one, you type in 1, increase triple, even higher. So that actually, caused the raw material price, most of it, to go up, right? And NTPM punya raw material, they already bought last year at the low price, stock up until end of like June or something. So you need to worry if the freight price will consistently be high until June, then maybe in the future, when they buy raw material, will be higher price. But before this, the price is all cheap one they buy. So the profit will sustain, right? 50 something, 60 million profit this year is in hand. So the PE right now is probably like what? 10, 12, right? Then next year, their Vietnam plant also profitable. They sold the loss making. A lot of good thing happening. I'm not worried, right? But I'm not a licensed advisor. You are also not able to talk to me frequently, and I don't know what's your strategy investments. Also, don't follow me. I just share with you what are the facts that I learned from the investor briefing, from the note. I'm not saying you should buy, or I'm not saying you should hold. I'm not saying that, right? I'm just saying I am seeing these things happening, a lot of positive news, and the market perception is actually wrong. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just stating a fact, not asking you to buy, hold, or sell, because I'm not a licensed advisor. So just sharing my opinion here as a discussion community. Okay, so far, forecast freight costs will increase. Yes, and actually, this will not specifically impact NTPM and the pulp price. This freight cost is everything that need to be shipped will go up in price. You understand what I mean or not? Anything that need to be shipped, most commodity will go up in price. So bear that in mind. right? All, right? So you have a look, in the share market, if the importing, exporting, right, from Asia to Europe or Europe to Asia, the price will increase one. How will it benefit certain counter? How will it harm certain counter? You need to do your study, Yeah, basically everything, like Audrey said. Yeah, so you need to, maybe there is some money to be made there. I haven't checked. Maybe look at logistic counter. Do they make money from the freight price increase? Maybe their margin better, or they get a percentage of the cost. I don't know, right? So I hope you have a good sharing today. Just coming up to share my opinion, because today, chances are many people feel panic, and you may not know what to do with the market. I hope this sharing actually will give you some understanding and clear your thoughts, right? Clear your thoughts on how the market, right, is right now, and do we need to panic, right? So as most of you say, MCO 3.0 is unlikely, and you guys also think this is a short-term thing. So I personally am not worried based on what I see here, right? But what could be possible? What could be possible? What could be possible? Okay, I want to say one thing. Even though I calmed you already, I want to say one thing on it. Okay, what could be possible is maybe, right? Political risk that we don't know about. There could be but already announced the emergency, so probably not much thing that is gonna be emergency announced until August So what can you do in the meantime? You wanna topple government also cannot So actually I feel not much risk factor anymore. Okay, yeah. So hope you guys have a good sharing today, and stay safe, wear mask, follow SOP, and stay calm when investing and follow your strategy. Good night, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.